Hello guys, this past month I've been working on a project of mine that I really hold dear to myself and to my philosophy of you buy something, you get the right to change it to the way you want and do what you want with it. So I wanted to create an Apple Mini that had this logo glowing and changing color with RGBs and everything. And I went to purchase for myself an Apple Mini 2010 for this project. The first thing I did was trying to turn it on, but I couldn't even find the turn on button of the. I know it's a little bit shameful to say, to be living in 2025 and saying that you do not know how to turn on a Mac Mini. But a quick search online proved to be very efficient. I was able to find out where to turn it on, and I turned it on. And you can hear that drive scratching sound, and that time very particular to the Apple Mac devices. But to my biggest surprise, nothing happened on the screen. I had to go switch between four different monitors with four different kind of refresh rate to be able to find only one screen that was working with this Apple Mini 2010. But even then, I fell on the screen of no operating system because I'm sure the drive was faulty. The next step was opening up this device to see what was the problem. And at my biggest surprise, it was Drill 2. This is the kind of device that comes from companies that have sensitive information on their drive and do not have the time to sit and wipe every drive and destroy every drive one by one after removing them from the device. They just discard the whole thing by just drilling through the drive. This kind of device is extremely cheap since the drive and maybe the DVD driver or CD driver are mostly destroyed. I got mine around $25, but I'm sure you can get it much cheaper in the US or maybe other countries where companies discard their belongings very easily. This is the hard disk that needs to be replaced because it was drilled to. In China, this is a new business for them and they do not just discard it. They already have people contracted for this kind of device. Now it was time to remove everything in the device. Everything. You can actually see the amount of dust on the motherboard that is really scary. And this is green dust. I'm sure it's caused by rusting of electronic component, I'm sure. It might seem like hard work, but dismounting stuff is always easier than reassembling them because you do not need to care of the order of the position of the size. You just pull everything out. This is the power supply. This is the drive, the DVD drive that is in the iMac. I don't know if it is called DVD drive, but that's what I'm going to call it. After that, I use a heat gun to remove the protection behind the Apple logo and remove the black glassy plasticky material that was there to be preparing the case for my clear RGB logo case. Now it was time to clean the outer shell of the Mac Mini 2010. It took a bit of physical strength, determination, and chemical project to clean it all the way to the cleanest possible way, to the cleanest possible state. And this is what we have on the table here. If you are in any way interested in knowing what chemical project I use to clean the residue of glue and the stains away from the case of the Apple Mini 2010, you can drop a comment in the section below and I'll be sure to share the name of the project with you. This project can actually dilute everything that is glue, that is stain on plastic, on metal, on every kind of surface. I've been using this project for so long. For any kind of project I have, I always use it. It's good for cleaning stains of markers and everything that kids might use on your iPhone or anything that is clear that needs to be cleaned. You can use this kind of thing. Now, it is chemical and it is dangerous. So please be aware of that before asking. Now that the cleaning of the outer shell was done, and then I successfully removed the Apple logo that was in there. That was just a black thin plastic, I don't know, glass plastic kind of material. I do not know what it is, but I discarded that because I wanted to have a clear logo that will have LED in the background. And that's what I did. Now, we needed to fill that space. That's why we have a base down. I had to put on some tape to prevent the whole thing from falling through. Put the LED lights in it right through the drive because I didn't want to change too many stuff. I wanted to do something that's DIY, but that is cool at the same time, right? So I got those things from online. You can find them. It's called solidifying liquid. That's the only name I can have for it. 15 gram of the big bottle, 5 gram of the little bottle. You mix it together. You put it in the mold that you want to use, and you wipe it. You have a nice Apple, a nice clear Apple logo on this Mac Mini 2010 that we are going to leave to rest for 3 days. And in the meantime, we are going to clean the other component. If you got one like me and you really want to clean it to the deepest like I did, you need to be extremely careful with those components because they are really, really weak already. The plastic and everything is weak. It's almost rotten. And at any moment, it might just break. Why am I cleaning before installing or restoring the system? Because then I will know that I do not have to clean again. Let's say I fix the system and then I start cleaning and I break something. That is going to be a lot of trouble. But if I clean before fixing the system and it turns on, I do not need to worry about cleaning again or destroying something. So I thought. After cleaning everything, it was time to put them all back together. And it was pretty easy because I marked the places where I removed stuff from. So it was kind of easy work for me to put them back. But I did not put them back in the case because the case was actually drying. I wanted to install the system outside of the case and then put the whole thing back in the case and just have a new device that has that RGB light and beautiful one, since I was planning to use it into my stream. To reinstall or maybe restore this device, I used a copy of the last Mac OS. It could be upgraded to High Syria or High Syria. I'm not really sure how to read that. And it took some time because the device is pretty old. It ran really slowly. At the end of the restore and after finishing to set up the whole thing, I had the system back on. It was ready. I could use it just like that. And then I made a big mistake. You see, all the tests I used to see before on screen, I didn't like those tests. I didn't like seeing all the variables. So I was like, what will it take for me to remove that test? And I went online, I searched for variables, and I installed their application or their DMG. I don't know what it is, but I installed something that I thought was going to remove the variables. I restarted the whole thing and I was hoping it would work. And it did. That night, everything was fine. And not only I went to High Syria, I also went all the way up to Mac OS Acquire. And I think that's the thing that destroyed the whole Mac Mini, because after that, it was working at night, okay? That night, I stayed up until 2, I fixed it, and it was working. And I was like, hey, tomorrow I'm going to put it back together and then I'll be able to showcase that in my video. And then the next day when I woke up, that I end up with a device that turn on to a white screen or sometimes turn on to a black screen. It doesn't even turn on. It just goes to the black screen or it goes to the white screen. And I didn't know what to do with this. I tried to change everything I could. I changed the drive, I changed the RAM, I took it down, I wiped it. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. If it did not turn on, I will understand. But there is one thing that was missing after this happened. There was no more time. The time was gone. So I was asking myself, did I break something while cleaning? If I did, then how come this device still turned on after I was done cleaning? Is it the Mac OS that I installed that bricked the whole device? Or is it the variables? Trying to remove the variables destroyed the device. If you guys have any idea of what happened to this device in the process of reinstalling and upgrading it, please make sure to let me know. But if you do not have any idea of what happened, please be sure to like and subscribe and support me on this channel. I literally spent 4 months trying to fix this device just to bring a good video. I thought the problem was coming from the motherboard, so I snapped those 2 pictures and I sent it to some repair shop, and they were like, no, the problem is not coming from there. It might be the GPU that is just faulty. It won't show. So if your GPU is faulty or you are having the same problem and you know any way of fixing this, please let me know in the comment. But if you do not, I hope you enjoy seeing a real Apple Mac Mini with the logo that flashes and has different color. It is beautiful, but it is useless to me now. Maybe in the future I'll buy another one, another motherboard, and use in that case to showcase what it will look like to have such a cool device. But for now, I'm going to toss this project in my drawer and pass to the next project. And on that, I'll see you guys in the next video.